Hi everybody, today I'm going to be talking you through how to make these amazing vegan cupcakes. And I know that vegan isn't for everybody, but let me tell you, these are absolutely delicious and just as good as, if not better, than regular cupcakes. I made some chocolate ones and some lemon ones for my friend who is vegan and she was going travelling, so I made these for her as a leaving present, so they would be a really good idea to give to someone who is vegan for their birthday or as a gift or just, to be nice. And everybody loved them, and honestly, you will never know that they're vegan. So to start with, you're going to need to set your oven to 180 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And then to make the chocolate cupcakes, what you're going to need is 100 grams of plain flour, 100 grams of caster sugar, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 125 millilitres of water, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1.5 teaspoons of bicarbonate of soda, and half a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. So to start off the mixture, you're going to need to mix your dry ingredients together, so that's your flour, your sugar, your bicarbonate of soda and the cocoa powder, and then just mix that all together until it's combined. Then you can add in your wet ingredients, so the oil, the water, the vanilla extract and also the apple cider vinegar, and then mix that together until it's formed a nice creamy batter. This recipe makes 6 cupcakes, but you could obviously double up the mixture if you wanted to make more or something, but I only did 6 because I was doing 2 different flavours. And then I'm just going to use these really cute calf kits and cupcake liners to line my baking tin and then fill each one of those up with the mixture. And then I'm just going to pop them in the oven for about 12 minutes, checking them at 10 minutes just to make sure that they don't burn. So to make the lemon cupcakes, what you're going to need is 100 grams of plain flour, 100 grams of caster sugar, 90 grams of vegetable oil, 125 millilitres of water, the juice of 1 lemon, the zest of 1 lemon, 0.5 teaspoons of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. For some reason my camera didn't record this part, but it's really easy to make this mixture. All you need to do is throw everything apart from the lemon zest and the lemon juice into the bowl and mix it all together, and then you add in all of the lemon zest and half of the lemon juice and then just mix that all in too. I'm really sorry that didn't record, but it really is that easy to do. So next you need to get your baking tin, and again this mixture makes 6 and I've lined them with pink cases this time, and then you can just pop them in the oven for the same amount of time, 12 minutes. So while those are baking, you can make the icing for your cupcakes, and for the chocolate icing you're going to need about 300 grams of icing sugar, 100 grams of dairy-free margarine, 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then for the decoration I've also got some dairy-free white chocolate buttons and dairy-free milk chocolate, and I've also got my piping bag and nozzle. So to start off with, you're going to want to put the margarine into a bowl and mix that together so that it's quite creamy. Then you're going to want to add half of the icing sugar so that you don't make a big mess, and it's a lot easier to add more in than take more out, so I always start off with half. And then once you've mixed all that together, you can add in the second half of the icing sugar and mix that as well. Then add in your cocoa powder and give that a good stir until it's all combined really nicely. And finally you can add in your vanilla essence, and that will give it a little bit of extra sweetness, and then once your icing is done it will form stiff peaks in the bowl like that. So when your cupcakes are out of the oven and they have cooled down completely, you can prepare your piping kit, and then you can spoon your icing into the piping bag, ready to decorate your cupcakes. I filmed this part terribly so you can't really see what I'm doing, but I just did an outward spiral motion to decorate these cupcakes. You just start on the outside and then gently come inside, pulling upwards at the end. And then I just took one of the dairy-free white chocolate buttons and put one on each of the cupcakes. And then I just took the dairy-free milk chocolate and grated some of that over the cupcakes just to finish them off. So for the lemon icing, you're going to need 300 grams of icing sugar, 50 grams of dairy-free margarine, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and the juice of half of a lemon. So first of all, put the margarine into the bowl and give it a bit of a mix around. You need less margarine for this icing because the lemon juice makes it really liquidy anyway. So then you can add in half of your icing sugar like you did last time and mix that all together, and then again add in the rest of the icing sugar and mix that until it's quite stiff. Then to soften it up a bit, you can add in the vanilla extract and then start adding in the lemon juice a little bit of a time so that you get the right texture and that it's not too liquidy or too stiff. Then just spoon your mixture into your piping bag. I've chosen a different nozzle this time, and I decorated them in the exact same way, starting on the outside and then gradually swirling my way onto the inside and pulling up at the end. For the lemon cupcakes, I decided to just decorate them with a few funfetti sprinkles, and I love how these cupcakes are really light in colour, so that if you wanted to make them a certain colour, like if you wanted to add food colouring, you'd be able to do that really easily. Because without the egg or the butter, for some reason, the cake mixture just goes really, really light, so I really like that about them. So that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and even if you don't know anyone who's vegan or if you're not vegan yourself, I really recommend that you try these cupcakes because they're so good. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. So my phone is the iPhone 6 Plus. I upgraded to this one after having the iPhone 5, and the iPhone 5, well, mine anyway, and a lot of other people's that I know, the battery on that one is awful. It would run out in like 3 hours or something.